Near the village of Vishnupur, there was a beautiful forest. Within this forest lay a small, peaceful village where a hard-working and honest boy named Ragav lived. He had many good qualities, but one habit always troubled him. He constantly compared himself to others. Whenever he saw his friend Karan, the top student in school, he thought, I wish I were as smart as him. When he saw his wealthy neighbor Sidar, he wished, if only I had as much money as him. Even when he saw someone running fast, he felt, I wish I could run like that. Over time, these comparisons made him unhappy. He lost focus on his studies, and his interest in work started fading. No matter how hard he tried, he always felt like he could never be as successful as those around him. One day, a wise saint visited the village. He was known for helping people understand the true meaning of life. When Ragav heard about him, he decided to seek his advice. Gurudev, Ragav said, I work hard, but whenever I see someone better than me, I feel sad. I feel like I can never be as good as them. Please help me get rid of this feeling. The saint smiled gently and replied, Come to the oldest tree in the village tomorrow morning. You will find your answer there. Ragav found this strange, but decided to trust the saint's words. The next morning, as the sun began to rise, he went to the old tree. The saint was already there, waiting for him. Look carefully at this forest, the saint said. What do you see? Ragav looked around and observed, there are different kinds of trees. Some are tall, some are short, some bear many fruits, while others do not. The saint smiled and said, Now imagine if this mango tree started comparing itself to the coconut tree and felt bad for not being as tall, or if the coconut tree became sad because it doesn't produce sweet fruit like the mango tree. Would that make sense? Raghav shook his head. No, Gurudev, that would be foolish. Each tree has its own purpose. Exactly, the saint said. Now tell me, how does the forest look to you? Raghav looked around once more and said, It looks beautiful and balanced. The saint nodded. That is the greatest truth of life. Just as every tree has its unique place and purpose, every human has their own journey and destiny. The mango tree gives sweet fruits, while the coconut tree grows tall and strong. They are different, but both are important. Raghav understood the lesson, but still had some doubts. The saint then took him near a pond where fish were swimming. Look at that bird, the saint said, pointing towards the sky. Now imagine if this fish started complaining that it cannot fly like the bird. Would that be fair? Raghav thought for a moment and replied, Not at all. The fish is made to swim in water, and the bird is made to fly. The saint smiled. Then why do you want to be like someone else? Your journey is your own. You have qualities that others don't. If you spend your life comparing yourself to others, you will never recognize your own strengths. At that moment, Raghav had a realization. He finally understood that every person has unique talents. Constantly comparing himself to others was only making him miserable. From that day onward, Raghav stopped comparing himself to others. Instead, he focused on his own strengths and worked on improving himself. He realized that when he used his own abilities to their fullest, he felt truly happy. Slowly, his confidence returned, and he began seeing life from a new perspective. Years later, with dedication and hard work, Ragav built a successful business. He became one of the most respected and inspiring people in the village. Whenever someone asked him the secret to his success, he would smile and say, Never compare yourself to others. If a fish tries to fly, it will always fail. But if it hones its swimming skills, it can rule the entire ocean. Comparing yourself to others is like expecting the sun and the moon to shine at the same time. Both have their own place and their own time to shine. Focus on your own journey, recognize your strengths, and create your own path to success. And so, Raghav's story became a lesson for everyone in the village, reminding them that true happiness comes not from comparison, but from embracing one's own unique journey.